Okay, so you want to learn how to export a prefab using Stompy's API, Stompy's Badco API. I actually don't know what he's calling it this week. Well, this will be the video for you then, because it's actually pretty straightforward. Let's see, let's find a nice POI that we want to export. Let's see. How about those apartments up there? Or maybe one of these guppy seafoods. That looks like somebody shot one up too. Oh, I did want to show you the nail gun. The admin nail gun. Admin nail gun is cool because it can one-shot any block. Wapow. Wapow. It's invaluable for making prefabs. You know what? Okay. That's interesting. Wapow. Awesome. Anyway, so we're going to take a prefab and export it. Let's just do one of the seafood shops. Mag was here. Okay, looks like Mag actually did manage to check out the prefab, which is cool. Alright, so what the hell? I'm really gonna die of thirst? I don't think so. Sorry about this little person maintenance here. I really should just make admin food and drink too that lasts forever, or just remove the hunger buff or do something for my prefab server because it's really quite annoying. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to look at the prefab, is we have to understand that we're going to be exporting it based on where we're at, right? So I'm going to export it from here, basically to this opposite corner up here. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to first go to the first corner of the spot I want to do, right? And let's see, I'll put down this reinforced concrete block right here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So basically what we want to do is we want to set a location. So I'm going to stand at this corner here, and the location is going to, when I type in this command location, it's going to start at my feet. The thing is though, is I actually want to go down there a little bit too. So I'm going to go ahead and go one block lower. So I'm going to look at my Y offset, which is 61.1. I'm going to go down to 60.2, which is close enough. And then, or alternatively, another way to do that is to kill the block and then just stand here, right? Then I'm going to go to console, not chat, console, and type LOC. Now that just set my location. Now I want to go to the opposite side of the prefab, opposite corner as a matter of fact, find it, and then I want to fly up so that my feet, remember my feet now, because that's where this next command is going to read, is higher than the highest block in the prefab. In this case, the sign EAT is the highest block, so I'm going to make sure I'm just high enough up. And I don't mind if I have a few extra layers higher. And just for shits and giggles, I'll even back out. Nah, this will be fine. And then all I'm going to do is go back to console, type bcExport, and then I'm going to call it prefab name. And you can call it poopy doop. In fact, let's call it poopy doop. Poopy doop. Okay, that's it. That's how you export it. All right. So I'm going to, let's see here. What's the best way to show you that it actually worked? Boop, boop, boo. Ta-da. Prefabs. Poopy doop. There's poopy doop right there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm talking about now. I'll go ahead and just copy this over here and wait for it to find this computer. You can tell I have some complex shit going on here. You ain't nothing about that. Let's see, temp folder. There, now I got Poopy Doop copied over to this computer here from my server computer, because it saves the file in the game's prefab folder, and hopefully that should change soon. So I'm going to load up Piles Editor. I'm going to load, see how temp Poopy Doop. There it is, and there is my prefab. Now you can see I've got a few extra rows and columns saved, whatever. There's my front view here. X-ray mode. There's the sign. So I want to go ahead and remove, let's see, all of these layers. And then file, save, top view again. I didn't really want, this is where I was standing, right? So I don't really want like this row here. I don't want this column here. I don't want this column or the row here. And I don't want this column here. Let's see, go to side view. So, okay, here, so here's my sign. Signs everywhere, signs. My front view, remember? My top view. So I have everything that I want. And then I would just file, save it. And now Poopy Doop is an edited and exported prefab using the, what do you call it? Stompy's API mod. Now, go back over here, right? Let's see. Temp. Now that I've saved it, I'm going to copy it back over to my server computer. And I'll show you how to import. It's also as easy. Data, prefabs. So I'm going to replace them because I just updated them. So Poopy Doop, right? Now, I'm going to go find me a nice spot. You know what? I'm going to just do it right here. And I'm going to face north, and it's going to appear in the northeast side, right? So I'm going to go back to the console, bcExport, Poopy Doop. Now, some shit happened, right? Let's see what happened. Oh, I see. So apparently it actually spawned it in the middle. I didn't really want it in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and type bcExport undo. And puts it back to where it was, right? Now this is where I can play with coordinates and stuff. So that last import was like, let's see, at 954, 61, 675. This is where it gets a little tricky. I want to basically go in this direction, so I want that larger number to be more closer to. See, that was the middle, so this way is larger, and then this way is larger. So I'm going to increase those things, right? So, let's see here. I'm going to, let's see, 984, 61, and then 695. Basically going 20 blocks in every direction. Then I also need to add the 0 because this is for rotations. There. There it is right there. Too far over again, right? Undo it. Let's try it. 70, let's see, 74 at 90. There, now we're getting a little better, right? That's still one too high. So undo. Let's see, I want to go to 0. Now, and I also want it to go a little bit over to the left. And then towards me, like, I don't know, 2. I don't know where the hell I just put it. See, 974, 9. Oh, I really moved it somewhere else, didn't I? It's way the fuck over here. Ha. Oh, there it was. It was over there. So I fucked that up. So basically, it's trial and error trying to figure out the right spot to place it in. I could always do this, though. Let's see if I really want it right here. I could always just get the coordinate right here. I'm hitting F3. Oops, fucking always hitting F4. I hate F4. F4 should die. So it's 967, 61, 67. I want to go 60 is when I drop it down 1. And any give I said 690. It's 967, 60. There we go. Now we're better. See? And that is how you can import prefabs. And to get in the right spot, you pretty much just trial and error. You pretty much got to play with it and see what the sweet spot is. But I want it off the road a little bit, and you know, you got to move it over here, move it over there. But that is how you do it all. Another quick demonstration, because I kind of want to export my racetrack anyway. So I already sunk myself down one. And I'm kind of at this corner here. So I'm going to type loc again. Fly way up to the opposite side. And get out of this before I accidentally start nuking shit. Stand at the very block I want to have as the opposite corner. Let's make it over here. Make sure my feet are higher than the highest one. BC to export. Seek underscore gup underscore. And by the way, import and export or prefab names do not like dashes at all. Never use a dash in a prefab name. Always use underscore. Very important piece of information. And I'll call it racetrack. And then now I have my racetrack is saved just in case something crazy goes wrong. And that's it.